Speaking of impressive, Andrew Gottselig is impressive from HoopLife. He joins us with some very big news today, which we'll get to in a second. He's making the media rounds. But first of all, how you doing, Andrew?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm trying to see if you got one button undone or two buttons undone, because I'm told that you are in a place that's a little warmer than where we're at.
Yes, where basketball is very popular. It's South Florida, and you'll never know. But Andrew, before we get to your big news, for those that don't know, would you please tell people what you and HoopLife are all about?
Absolutely, yeah. So we started HoopLife here in Saskatchewan about 7.5 years ago, and you can see now I'm in the HoopLife gym, and it's been a great experience. I mean, we have camps and sessions and training and everything for kids, of course, and we have a HoopLife mobile app that anyone can use anywhere in the world to train, and so it's been great. We really have embraced the hoop life, and that's got to be in the mission. And yeah, I'm having a lot of fun, man.
Well, basketball, from what I'm told, and we just had the president of Basketball Canada on last week, is the fastest growing sport in Canada right now. So first of all, take a bow, because I know you're a big part of that. You're a big part of that, and you've been on this train for a while, but maybe now would be a good time to divulge your news.
Absolutely, man. Yeah. It's been exciting to be a part of. And I mean, when we started HoopLife 2017, you could see the momentum. It was the perfect time, because in 2018, you had the CBL come and launch in Canada, which has done some amazing things. And then 2019, you have the Raptors winning. And you see even this year, I mean, I know the Olympic team didn't do what the Canadians would have wanted, but the fact that we were in that conversation is pretty cool. So Canadian basketball is on the rise, and I am not a betting man, but I have placed a bet for SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, to win MVP, who's a Canadian, in the NBA next year. So I'll say all that to say Canadian basketball has never been better. And so we're excited to continue the momentum. So HoopLife, I'm excited to announce we are launching in Saskatoon. We have started in Regina 7.5 years ago, and it's been a lot of fun. We've grown the sport here. Appreciate it, man. We've grown the sport here. We've got a nice building that we've put together, and so now it's time for the next challenge. And it's time to go after it in Saskatoon and bring those kids exactly what we brought the kids here in Regina.
So expanding 7.5 years in Regina, and I remember when you had a brand new facility there, and now moving up to Saskatoon, expanding there. Where is this facility located in the Bridge City, Andrew?
So we're partnered, our facility partner is Saskatchewan Polytech. And so we will launch without a facility like Regina to start. And so, it'll probably take us a year to two to get that facility announcement, which I'm sure you and I will chat about when that comes, because that'll be pretty cool. But we'll essentially do exactly what we've done here in Regina. We'll start off in partnership at the Saskatchewan Polytech. That's where all the camps, all the sessions, all the training, all the program will be. And then, once we get that rolling, then of course we'll launch a facility and essentially do it just like we did in Regina. And the goal for HoopLife is to launch multiple facilities across Canada. And then, someday we can do that across the world. So that's really our passion and what we're shooting for.
Congratulations. As you know, you can't do it all at once. So congratulations on Saskatoon. And one of the reasons I love basketball so much, Andrew, is that I never played it. I don't really understand it. I've tried. And the best part is I can go to it and I'm not expected to be an analyst or know anything about it. So I can go and literally just enjoy what's going on the floor. And I go to these CEBL games, and Heat games here too in Miami, but I go to the Rattlers games, and I see you courtside because you're rolling with the big shots, and everybody comes along and they hug you and they high five you. So, I mean, you're all part of that big world. What is this? Because we all talk about the Raptors and what it's meant for Canadian basketball, and it's been immense. It's immeasurable, probably. But what's the CEBL done? You're pretty tight with that crew.
The CEBL has, we could talk about the Raptors all day, but when you look at the CEBL, and I know you've had Mike on and Leon and all kinds of guys, it's taken Canadian basketball. I I want to be careful with my words because it's easy to say, oh, they've taken it to the next level, but they have given kids a chance who play in Saskatchewan or Manitoba or Ontario who are looking at the NBA thinking, okay, there's only 400 players who make the NBA. My chances of that are way less than 1%. However, there's now pro Canadian teams that are in my backyard. And so the kid who, is top of his class in Saskatchewan, well, he actually has a chance to play pro basketball in Canada in his home backyard. And what that does at the grassroots level is unmeasurable because all kids now actually see that they have an opportunity to play pro basketball. And so I'd argue the CBL has been the greatest grassroots investment that Canada has ever made at the grassroots level to help more kids play basketball. And so I will forever be indebted to them for that simple fact of helping more kids get excited about the game. And so the Rattlers are, of course, that's where their official youth development partner. And so this next season is going to be great. I know Lee is going to, turn that team around, and he's going to do some good things because everything that guy, goes into in sports, they all seem to win. And so we're excited for that, and that will happen. And I want to extend the invite to you as well, because we do have courtside seats. And I've told you before, whenever you're in Saskatchewan and you want to go to a game, you just let me know the game and we can go together, because I think that'll be a lot of fun.
Oh, absolutely. Where I'm sitting, I just see you down there and you're having a good time. I don't want to bother you, man. So it's good. I love the league. Great people like yourself. And let me just wind this up by saying, well, we talk in the NFL, NHL, that the players are coming into the league more pro-ready than they ever have. It must be happening in the NBA, too. I just don't follow it as much. And it's because of programs like yours, because you're training them at the younger age, just like the hockey and football players are. We really didn't have that people my age, for the most part. So how can kids in Saskatoon and northern Saskatchewan be a part of what you're doing at this new facility, Andrew?
Absolutely. I mean, kids in Regina and Saskatoon, you have an opportunity to train with our HoopLife team. Go to hooplifebasketball.com and train week long. If you're not in Regina or Saskatoon, go on the App Store and get the HoopLife app, and that'll be a great tool that you can use to train. It has small videos and descriptions, and so that's really the goal. I mean, in Canada, we are a bit behind from when you think of football and you think of hockey, where they were at 20 years ago, basketball wasn't at. But as you say, basketball is the fastest growing sport in Canada. And so it's time now to pour into the grassroots and get those kids excited. And it'll be cool to see what happens. We got a Canadian MVP coming in the NBA. It's coming this year.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander of Hamilton. I won't rest until there's one from Saskatchewan. It's coming. Andrew, congrats, man. Thanks for coming on.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Andrew Gottselig from HoopLife, now Saskatoon and Regina.